So much has happened in the past day. It's ridiculous. Shade's supposedly dead. Eli's been captured. It's all so much. Oh god, the fall of Supernova? No, this can't be. This can't be possibly. No. We had a plan. We had a set forward plan of motion. Feed Shade the souls and get out. I didn't think that they would kill him. I didn't think that they would just end him right then and there. I thought that maybe they could put some sort of like stop to it. Maybe Shade would kill them. Maybe they would progress the plan on a little further. I didn't think when I gave him the location that they would just end him right then and there. Oh, the plan. Oh, fuck the plan. What am I gonna do now? What am I gonna do? What? We got one member captured, one member dead, and then another member. What's their name? Zora? Loose? There's so much that's happening, all so fast. Faster than anything I could have ever predicted. Keeps me on my toes, I guess. Keeps me alert, keeps me aware. I need to be cautious moving forward. Any little misstep can result in catastrophe. Any little misstep could result in me being outed. Already they're trying to look for others. They've already found something in that castle, something that I don't know. They refuse to tell me, or they genuinely don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I need to know what they found. But more importantly, I think I need to talk to someone. Yes, I've only been feeding them for the past day. After all, everyone else refuses to watch them. Everyone else wants to murder them. Everyone in their right mind just wants to murder him directly on the site. Eli, what the fuck has been going on? What the fuck has been happening? EB wants you in prison. Penguin sounds like they want to murder you. Hobbs definitely wants to kill you. What is going on? The plan was not supposed to be like this. The plan wasn't supposed to be like this. No. But did I want this to be the plan? After all, I was the one who gave them the location. Did I want them to stop it? I mean, using souls as fuel is wrong. I mean, hell, I'm a victim of part of my soul not being there, but how was I supposed to get home? What are we supposed to do now? I'm not sure what to do right now. I'm not sure what to do. We have so much at risk, but like, suppose a couple of good things came from this world, I guess. And the way to figure out how to extend my life past my quote-unquote death, past what Doug has seen, past what the gods are refusing to tell me. There must be some way, some fucking way to fix it. Maybe, possibly. There has to be something. But we've built so much here. These aren't just random tools anymore. These aren't just soldiers. These are people. Civilians. Not soldiers bred for combat. Look at all we've done. It's beautiful. It doesn't change the fact I need to talk to him. I need to know what the hell happened. I need to know what info they're not giving me. What are they telling me?
It's simple. Jade is dead. That's fine. That is fine.
Eli?
Get out. Green.
Eli, I want you to give it to me simply and straightforward. What the hell happened?
I can only tell you so much. I'm sure they've told the brief rundown, but I don't know everything that happened. I was taken here before Jade supposedly died. I can't verify he's actually dead or not.
So let me get this straight. We just have to assume he's dead? How do we know he's dead? Is he actually dead? Come on. You are a genius inventor. You work with souls. You say, yeah, he has to have some sort of backup.
Backup? A backup? No. He has other souls in his possessions, but you can't just use those as other lives. That's not how that works. You try putting another soul in your body, what do you think is going to happen? You think you're just gonna move on with the rest of your day as if... No. Think of it as you would be changing the mind out, the person, the very being.
But like, aren't souls just energy or something? That's... Listen, I don't know how all this soul shit works. I know some of the bare basics about my world, about my soul and stuff, but I don't know what's happening here.
Okay. If Shade did happen to take the soul of another as a way to keep living, there's a lot of variables.
So, you can't just use one of the other souls as like a backup, as like... What about revives? Didn't the gods give everyone
Not
revives
anymore.
except for you?
Not anymore. See, everything was going perfectly fine. They saw something they shouldn't have, a problem, but we had them. We could have killed them and moved on with our days, but Artemis just had to show up every single time. Ruin.
The gods always getting in our goddamn way every single time. So
And it's all too perfect.
So
It's like they know everything we're doing, and they're just letting us do it until they seem to find the most fun moment to rip it all away from. It's fine. I can work with this. I don't need Shade, even if he is dead.
how are we gonna move on with the plan without Shade?
You
Shade was a
underestimate
key
me.
component in the plan. Without him, there's...
Surely you don't think I can't set up some sort of other way, right? I've made the watch. I can get us out of here. Like... Oh, that's fine. Just...
Listen, last time you and EB messed with the watch, you fucked up. What makes you think you could get it working now? And also, wasn't last time you tried to use Dragon's Breath? Well, guess what? I'm pretty sure your fuel source is gone.
There's other ways. Obviously, he's talking about this whole time, opening up a portal with his power being derived by souls. If I can just... If I can just figure out how he does it, I can replicate it. I can use the souls to get us out of here, and this time I won't fuck it. There will be no unexpected visitors. No wrong ends of the portal. No goddamn pork chops. This isn't over.
Do you genuinely think you can make a machine that does that? Look me in my eyes. Tell me, do you think you can do that without him?
Genuinely? I don't know. I don't know. But on paper? On paper, I think it's worth a shot. I mean, what else do we have to lose?
More lives, I guess. Listen,
You think our lives are worth anything rotting in here?
I guess not. But I'm talking about we've already sent so many people off to Shade. Do you think we could use that thing down there? That I'm not even sure what to call it. Guess it was Shade.
You referring to the core?
The core, yes.
That. Be able to tap into that. If I can tap into that. Oh, so much more than interdimensional travel will be brought forth.
What do you mean?
Just one glance at that thing and you know how much power that's in there?
I mean, it has like, God, how many souls? Like, it has a lot. I know that.
If we can tap into that thing, keep feeding it, we could be gods. No longer will be the time of us being Shade's lackeys, making him more powerful while knowing not of if he'll betray us. No longer the power. It'll be in our hands if I can tap into that core.
That is interesting. Becoming gods. But how long would that power last? Aren't souls finite?
You have them too.
Aren't souls a finite amount of power? They can be
Yes.
They can be cut, they can be rearranged, they can be
There's
stolen.
only so many souls, but I've amplified them before. Hell, they're being amplified as we speak. I can do it further. Sure, there's risk of it exploding. That's fine. A risk we'll have to take.
How many more souls does that thing need? We've already sacrificed so much to it, and
Don't
Shay
know.
was supposed to be the conductor for it all.
Don't know. There's no owner's manual to the core green. But if I can get out of here, if I can get back down there, I might be able to figure it out.
It's an interesting proposition.
Though, let me ask you this. Who gave you those? Those wings? How did you get them?
I got them from Penguin.
Penguin. Alright.
Penguin is a brilliant inventor. Honestly, if I didn't know you, I would say they're probably the best inventor in this world. Probably the best inventor on Team Apollo anyway.
To replicate Elytrian wings. Now,
Elytrian?
that's something I never would have thought of.
Elytrian?
Yes. Is that not what Penguin has called them?
They just said wings.
Surely,
I've never heard of
They must have-
Elytrians.
That makes sense. They don't I don't think they exist outside my universe. They might. They should. The multiverse theory, but no, not here. Not here.
One thing's for sure, I never heard them in my universe.
The Elytrians were a subspecies of humanoids mutated with, well, wings for survival gains, of course.
Interesting.
Though this mutation came with drawbacks, as everything does. Though to replicate them as a machine, that doesn't bring said drawbacks. That's something I should look into.
I mean, they're just detachable wings. There's nothing genetic about it.
No, not here. No.
Why are you so interested in the wings? They just give you the power to fly. It just makes things
Fly.
a little easier.
A little easier. Surely you must be joking.
It makes travel a lot easier, I'll tell you that much. Man,
A war leader such as yourself should understand the benefits that these wings give. Much
truthfully,
more
I
than
don't
just
understand them
travel.
besides transportation. Back in my world, we had these thing called flying bison. They-
Bison.
Yeah, they were these giant creatures which you could ride on top of and extend and ride above the clouds. They were majestic creatures.
I'm sure they were.
And then there were the airbenders who might as well have the ability to fly. They were something else. They would have bend the air around them, use it as a weapon. So,
I think we had...
excuse me if I find, the ability of flight a little lackluster compared to what you're thinking about.
At least, if nowhere else, in here, this is a limited resource.
I suppose I don't see many people with them. I know that Josh had one when we went to the castle. This is okay. I have a question. I have another question about the whole goddamn situation about
Yes.
what's happening with Supernova. What are we gonna do about? I believe the name is Zora.
Zora. Zora is, to put it loosely, a loose cannon. I don't know much about Zora. A little off the mark when it comes to. They're not the same as us, but they can be a valuable asset.
How so? How could they
Where
be a
they are
valuable
now,
asset
I
if
have no idea.
loose cannons are hard to make valuable assets unless we turn them into mindless soldiers?
Mindless soldiers, eh? We'll see how far their usefulness goes.
Okay, I have a better question
Not
for you,
far
Eli. Where
enough,
does the
I'm sure
loyalty
we-
lie? Does it lie to the team, or does it lie to Shade?
The loyalty lies to our cause. Lies to getting us out of this hell. Doesn't matter who's on our team, who leads it, if any at all. What matters is that we're all united to get out of here.
I suppose that solves that issue of loose canonicity then. I just don't know much about Zora. The last time
don't
we
either.
spoke, they were trying to kill EB, and as annoying as he can be at times, he's grown on me a little.
He's grown on you.
Just a little bit. There's some humor in his chaos.
He's not the most right in the head, I can tell you much.
He's something. After all, he did help you with the watch, did he not?
He knows a few things, I'll give him that, but
There's just so much about the people here.
yes,
And
my
now that
biggest
I'm
concerns.
And now that I'm second in command, practically in charge of the military, and I've sworn Penguin to keep me in the loop of all things.
Very valuable position.
Indeed, most valuable indeed. I now have to keep up appearances.
Appearances. At what point, tell me, Green, at what point in strength do we drop appearance? How strong, how confident must you be able to go in loud, get what we want?
Well,
Obviously, in my position, I have no other choice. But for you, be able to not sneak you around the place as some goody two-shoes would make our lives
it would make our lives
easier.
so much easier in terms of getting the plan fit. But right now, as it currently stands, we are not in a position to reveal that info.
No, not right now. Obviously, with me in here and Zora who knows where, we're not in a position to do anything.
We need a plan first. Before we
Obviously,
do
it's not
anything,
as
we need to
simple
know
as you
what we
just
can do with
opening
that
the door.
core. We need to know what we can do with that core. It already has the... Assuming that it didn't disappear with Shade. I haven't been down there ever since my last visit, so I don't know if it's still there or not.
It was there last I checked.
But you've been up in here. It could... Wasn't that core Shade?
In a sense, yes. It begs... It being there or not solely relies on what happens to souls after they aren't respawned. As far as I'm aware,
That is true.
the souls are guided back to the bodies by the gods.
That's true.
Not
Yeah.
having revives just means no guide.
And if-
Theoretically,
And if...
that might make it possible to revive oneself if the body is still in place. Though I'm not sure how much control a wayward soul would have.
Oh, wait. Wait. It all works out, doesn't it? Shade's gone, and hypothetically speaking, if the souls were inside of him and not the core, and if Shade was dead, that means those people who are gone should have came back by now.
Right.
And
Have
they're
they
not back.
Which means the core's still there. We can use this.
The core is still there, and it still has all that power in it. We could do something. You could...
Though, there is the chance that the core is gone, and the only reason the souls haven't returned is due to the chambers. I'm not sure how that linkage goes.
If the chambers are there, then maybe they're still in the chambers. We can use those souls to maybe do something.
Even without
maybe
even
make a
without
new
the
core.
we can use the souls. Yes, a man-made core. This, this I can do. Oh, how I've waited. Be able to make something so powerful.
It sounds like you've been wanting to do this for quite a long time, Eli.
You realize how long I've been pushed around? How long people have slung words such as villain, killer? It's all for the greater good. It's not my fault nobody understands that. To be able to have absolute authority.
Is that why you
They'll
enjoy our
finally see why.
conversations? Because I don't order you around. I
Because
see.
you see me as someone who wants the best. The big picture in mind.
So you
Everyone
never...
else is always worried about the drops in the ocean, the few souls that don't make a difference in the grand scheme of things. They're all hung up on morals and
They never did truly see it, did they?
they never see.
The fools, all of them.
Never step back far enough. They can never witness what it is we're trying to create.
And now that I guess we don't have to worry about Shade anymore,
No.
the reins are off. I guess we could do as we wish. Interesting.
All the power, none of the control.
But what about the rest of the people here? How many more souls do we need, Eli? Shade,
Sure.
Shade wasn't powerful enough. If he was, he would have already opened that rift. He would have already sent us home as part of our deal. But the fact that he didn't yet means that there wasn't enough. How many more do we need?
That would solely depend on how far I can push a soul before it breaks. If I can, if I can power up a soul to its breaking point, do that to every one of them, we might not need any more. I just need time. Lots of it.
Well,
I need to get myself back down into the basement without anyone knowing. If only it were as simple as you opening this door here and now.
unfortunately, it's not that simple. If
Heat would
if they
be on
know
you.
I was down here, then you would escape. That would blow my cover. I'll see what I can do. In the meantime, Eli, I suppose you better, doodle some sketches. Try to figure out a way to power, because
I've
I've
been given a book.
been given a book?
Yes.
Perfect.
I could use this as good fodder for blueprints.
Figured you were a little
Thank you.
hungry. Find out a way out of here, Eli. Right now, we're in a very vulnerable position. Our team is scattered. You're in here. Zora's God knows where. And I had to keep up appearances. Once the dots align, then maybe we could escalate the plan.
Yes. Keep Apollo team in check. And if you run into Zora, send them my regards.
Will do. And trust me, with with Team Apollo, with how they are now, it's quite easy to keep them in check.
Herding sheep.
Exactly. And I am but the shepherd. Take care, Eli. Don't go
Likewise,
crazy in
Green.
there. So much. So much goddamn chaos. So Shade is truly gone. Shade truly is fucking gone. The one ticket out here, and now I gotta rely on a mad scientist who thinks they could push that core to the limits. What if he can't? What if he can't push it to the limits? Who would be next? Who would be next on that goddamn list? I can't get rid of Dread. Can't get rid of Penguin. I don't want to get rid of EB. Maybe I can get rid of Retro. And the more people I get rid of, the more we risk an attack by Team Artemis. If that were to happen, then we'd be screwed. We'd be goddamn screwed. I think I might need a drink. I need a drink, that's for certain. EB?
Oh, hello there.
What's on the menu for today? Hi.
What's new with you?
Lots on my mind, EB. The past day has been
Just
something.
standing there menacingly. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm just a lot on my mind. The past day has been a lot to handle.
You know what? Fair enough. Here, take this.
I'm gonna go do splashes on myself. Splash some water
Well,
on my face.
Look, man, you're looking all It might help.
Evie, I want to ask you something.
All right.
So you've worked with Eli before,
Yeah,
whether
sadly.
whether that was with the whole watch thing or I don't know, some other same universe stuff. That stuff still confuses me. I want to know what type of a man is he?
Well, from my experience,
Because I've heard he's
manipulative.
genocidal. I've
Uh,
heard that he's
yeah.
caused the genocide of an entire plane. I'm just thinking, is it worth having someone that dangerous be around?
Honestly, with how smart that man is, no, probably not. I mean, I've known him for years. If that man figured out a way to kill some of the people that were in that universe, how powerful they were, he could easily break out, no matter what capability he has. It's only really time. He's smart, he's manipulative, he'll get his way eventually.
Then
I
why do we
mean,
have him imprisoned? Would it not just be the smarter choice to discontinue his life?
honestly, yeah. For how many people he's killed, for how many my friends he's killed, yeah, I would happily be happy to put this fish hook right through his skull. But unlike him, we are the better people. We don't we don't want to stoop to that level of just ceaseless murder. Sure, he's killed million or I don't know how many people were in that universe, but he's killed a lot of people. Sure, he's manipulated me to kidnap a child to try to get out of the universe. Sure, he's done all these horrible things, but are we really that low to stoop to his level and kill him? Wouldn't that just make us a monster too?
I suppose. I know I was one of the main advocates for, taking care of him. But just being around him, it's sometimes unnerving.
I literally lived with that man for a year. It's not easy. At least when I lived with him, he was different. Not as emo and brooding.
What changed with him?
I I don't know. I he started going more and more like that emo self of him, like the manipulative side. The more I kind of talked to him over the years or that year, when he started, he was a nice guy. He genuinely wanted to help me out. Sure, probably to figure out what multiversal travel was so he could probably use it for himself, but probably to also get some information about me because I was the first multiversal traveler he's ever met. But he genuinely was nice when I first met him, and now, I don't know, could have been a facade to give me his trust. Could have been something, but I don't know. Something seems different.
Like what?
He's more ruthless, more cunning, willing to do anything to get his way, even if it means kidnapping children, murder, literal genocide. When I first met him, he with it, he thought the whole mutation thing in that universe was caused by him, which kind of yeah, it was caused by him, but he wanted to fix it in a humane way. Like for the people who didn't want the powers, some machine to revert it back to human, not kill them all to like cease the world of a plague.
You sound like a genuine individual.
Something must have corrupted him or something. I don't know.
I've seen corruption before. Multiple times. It's not a thing to take lightly. I'm not sure if the corruption's the same in this case, but I saw one of my best friends get taken over by a spirit, by a god of chaos. It's a sight that you can't unsee.
Here, you might want to see this.
See what?
Since there are people confirmed dead here, I decided to put up a little bit of an offer, or a little bit of an altar for all the people gone. Kind of included some of the people from my other realms that I've witnessed genocide in. Eli included.
Ojiwa. And
yeah.
followed by Shade. Followed by Eli.
And some of the names of the fallen.
Goodness. Julia. Enchanting, Mickey, Pan, Josh, Ray, and Retro.
I don't know if Retro is alive or not. I don't know. I
Haven't seen them in a bit.
Yeah, they haven't paid my medical bill yet. Or their medical bill to me.
It's so different just seeing the names lined up like this. You don't think it's that many, but then you look at a list.
I think someone's been, like, setting the full graveyard somewhere, but since this is kind of a popular place, I thought this would be a good place to do a little bit of a tribute, especially with the missing wall.
So this altar is just supposed to be like a memorial for those?
A bit, yeah. Just a way to remember them.
Fair enough, I suppose. I mean to ask, what's with the decoration around here?
Oh, do you guys not have Halloween in your universe?
Halloween. I think we did. I don't know. I was too focused on the semantics of trying to protect my people. You know, never had too much time to party. Never too much time to celebrate anything, unless if it was. No, they didn't even celebrate my coronation.
Well, this is kind of a little bit of a holiday. Not even from where I'm from. I kind of picked it up on the way through some of the travels, but from some of the universes, they celebrate this by dressing up and being like the spooky day where they celebrate ghosts and demons and goblins.
Demons.
It's really
ghosts.
It's commercialized. It's mostly a plot for capitalists to make money for candy and costumes.
I'm surprised that Ruber is in here trying to soak up every ounce of it then.
I haven't seen them in a while. I think he's been trying to help me out with getting more food trucks around.
We don't need to put him on the list with Retro, do we?
No. I think he's doing other business stuff. I've heard word from Steve.
Does the holiday mean anything? Or is it just capitalism at work?
Halloween. It's mostly just capitalism. I mean, there's some meaning to it with some of the other universes, but the main stuff isn't. But the shrine, I based off a holiday called Day of the Dead, where in some cultures they believe some people come back from the land of the dead for one night and revisit through these shrines and stuff. Kind of modeled the shrine off here to see maybe that might happen.
Well, I suppose we can only hope for the best then.
Hopefully.
Thank you for the splash of water. I came in here for a drink, but I think I found something that works just as well.
Happy to help.
Thank you, EB. I'll be heading off now. I can't believe how much is happening. I can't believe how much is going on here. This place was so simple once. It was so very simple, but now it's become so convoluted. I don't know what to make of it. Before, it was so much easier when I was just seeing people as just tools, as pieces, the pawns on a chessboard, and I was the king. But now, this can't continue going on. I can't allow that mad scientist to get out. No. No. I can't allow him to escape. I need a plan. I need a goddamn plan. Something needs to change. Something needs to change. I cannot allow that bastard to possibly threaten everything here. No, I need to do something about it. I need to do something about it. Eli cannot allow to be freed. Shade's already gone. And Zora's a loose cannon. Eli's been contained. There's a way out. It's not gonna be by the murder of any more people. No more. No more. I'm not just gonna allow this to happen. He needs to stay in there. At any and all costs. He could possibly kill this entire world. He doesn't want to get out. He wants to become a god. He would make for such a flawed god. I can't allow that monstrosity to get out of here. I can't allow it to get out of here. It would wreak havoc. It would be absolute mayhem. Imagine if that thing. That's right. He's not a person anymore. If he would become a god, he'd be a creature, a flawed being, just like those spirits. Those goddamn spirits in my world. He'd be worse. He'd be worse than anything else. Imagine if you were to discover the library. You'd be unstoppable. I can't allow that. No. Not at all. Not under any circumstance. I have too much at stake, and maybe somehow, some way, I can can use whatever resource I have to keep him in there. Keep him imprisoned. This is a king's promise. I can't allow Supernova to win. I can't allow them to take control. I have an opportunity here to prevent them from taking over. An opportunity to be on the right side of history. An opportunity to be the leader. No. To be the king that this world needs.